Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Weskimo here, and in this video I'm going to teach you guys how to go from being a complete noob to a double edit god, okay? So yeah, let's jump straight into this video. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to get on a map that we can actually learn to double edit on. So we're just going to change our game mode. We're going to go over to creative. We're going to click creative, we're going to play, and we're going to put in the island code that I'm going to put on your screen now. So we click discover, and here it says enter an island code. Up here on island code, top left, yeah, you're going to put in this code, okay? So look for this code. It's on the screen right now. You put this in and you click launch, okay? Okay, so when we get in the map, it's going to look like this. You can just click here to insta-crank, and you're going to be teleported up here, or you could have just walked. It's just a room here. And from here, what we can do is there's a lot of settings to change the background. You know, you can put like some stars on the background, something like this. You know, see the stars here? Okay, so this is where we're going to build, and this is where we're going to learn to double edit. Now, one of the main reasons we're using this map is because there's this little toggle here for half speed, and this is going to help you learn the double edit so much easier, okay? Okay, so first things first, what is a double edit? So a double edit is when you do a ramp with a cone and a floor, and you edit through both of them and carry on going up. Okay, and you can just go on forever. So as we first need to know is there's two types of double edit we can do. We can do a double edit like this one, where we edit 2 tiles. And there's also a double edit which is slightly easier, but not as good, which is where you just edit 1 tile, like this, okay? Okay, so if you completely new to double edits, the first thing you need to learn how to do is to just actually do a ramp and a cone like this and edit through. As you can see, this is not the most optimal because the cone actually breaks, you know, after you do it. Which is why people don't do that, and which is why people do the actual double edit instead. But the first thing you want to do is master how to just do this ramp and cone. Once you can do that, you can move on to the next step. Okay, so once you've mastered being able to do a ramp with a cone on it, what we're going to do now is we're going to come over here, we're just going to click half speed, okay? And this is going to make you run slower, and this is going to make it easier for you to learn the actual movement of doing the edits through the cone and the floor, okay? So we put ramp down first, always, yes, then we go cone and floor, okay? So now when we're going to edit this for the first time, let's just start off by doing the 1 tile, because it's slightly easier. For doing the 2 tiles, you have to do a bigger movement, you have to drag back like this, or drag forward. And it's just a lot easier, I think, to start with just doing the 1 tile, okay? So one thing that helps a lot of people is learning which direction to kind of like actually move the mouse when you edit this. So what I like to do is I like to look down when I'm doing a single one like this, or to the side. So when I click edit, I'll drag like this, or I'll drag down like this. I find it's better to drag down, especially on the top of cone, the top cone here, because it always confirms the edit if you drag down. Sometimes, for example, if you drag up or to a different direction, you might not always catch it. And that's what some people have trouble with, is actually getting through this cone here after they get through the floor. So if you're struggling on getting through the actual cone bit, remember to click on it and drag down like this, okay? So we're just going to keep going up, drag down, drag down, drag down, drag down, drag down, drag down. And what you want to do is just keep doing this on half speed until you can master this, until you've got it down completely. And this might take you a while, this might take you an hour, it might take you 10 hours. But once you're able to do that, then we can move on to the next step. So by this point, you should be able to double edit at half speed. And what we want to do now is use the switch to go back to normal speed. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a ramp and a double edit. And then we're going to do a ramp with nothing, and then go a ramp and a double edit. A ramp with nothing, a ramp and double edit. And what this is allowing you to do is get used to doing the actual edit and confirm and the building on normal speed. But it gives you a bit more space to get that down, as you've got this extra ramp in between like this. So once you can do this at full speed on normal speed, then we can move on to the next step. Right then, we're about to move on to doing the double edit with a single tile continuously all the way up. And the best way to learn this, in my opinion, is getting your character movement optimal when you start off. So one of the biggest things that helped me was that instead of just going in a straight line like this, like straight up, I started to move out into the center. See this little step I'm doing into the middle of the ramp before I go back up and confirm the edits. So let me show you how this looks like. So as you can see, I was stepping out into the center before going back up again. And what this does is it gives you an extra half second to a second to confirm your edits. It means that you're so less likely to get caught on the cone or the floor. Okay, so let's look where we are right now. We're able to do a double edit with just a single square edit on both floor and cone. And at this point, this if you start from a complete noob, you're probably about 10 hours in at least by now of practicing this to get this down. At least I was. It took me, you know, practicing like 20 minutes every day for a good like couple of weeks before I could do this every time without getting caught on the cone or messing it up. So if we're at this point now, let's try and be as optimal as possible. So what we want to do now is do the double edit with the double tile, okay? And the reason we want to do this is because, as you notice, normally when you're double editing, you're going in one direction, you're just ramping up like this. We're going in a straight line. When we do this type of edit, it allows us to jump off to the side like this, called a misdirection. And this is a move that a lot of players use at a more advanced level doing retakes, okay? So you can't do this off the single edit. If you look, you can't, you know, place the pieces just physically won't place unless you've got this set up to do the floor like this, okay? So this is why we want to be able to do our double edits like this, because it allows us to change direction very easily, which will confuse our opponent and give us an advantage in the fight. So the most efficient way to do the double tile edit is to go up for the first two and then down for the second two. And the reason this is because it gives you the most optimal mouse movement for the edit, okay? So let's look why that is just really quickly. So when we do the cone edit, we want to be looking down, and this allows us to do one motion of up, and then the mouse is perfectly in position to just go back down. Now, if you do like up for both of them, for example, like up, now we've got to move our mouse back down to go back up again. Same way, if you went down for both of them, we have to drag our mouse back up to go down. So what this means is, as you can see, it's very smooth to go up and then back down. We have no extra mouse movement, and this is by far the most optimal way to do this double tile, double edit. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to my master's guide to double editing. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment down below. And I'm very close to pushing my subscriber goal. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm at just over 600 right now. So any help with that would be super, super appreciated. All right, that's it. All the best and have a good day. Peace.